Welcome to InsurTalk. Named perils policies and all risk policies. What are they? How do they compare with each other? This is the topic for today's discussion. In a named perils policy, the insuring clause lists the perils that are covered under the policy. In an all risk policy, however, the perils are not named. All risks of loss or damage in the insuring clause are covered, except for those that fall under one of the exclusions which is listed in the policy. So which type of policy is better? Assuming both policies offer similar coverage, is it better to have an all risk form or a named perils form? This is the question I would like to get into. In an all risk policy, an insured has to show that a fortuity has occurred which comes within the insuring clause, such as an accidental physical loss or damage. Once that is done, the onus shifts to the insurer. If he is unable to show that an exclusion has operated or a substantive breach of policy condition or warranty has happened, the claim becomes payable. In a named perils policy, however, the insured has to demonstrate that the named insured peril has operated. So if that cannot be done, then the claim doesn't proceed further. Once the demonstration of the occurrence of insured peril is done, then the onus shifts to the insurer to prove that the exclusion or violation of policy terms and conditions is there, else the claims becomes payable. A named perils policy has an advantage. It is that it has an affirmative grant of coverage for the listed perils. There is no confusion. It's very simple. However, if some peril is not listed, then there is no cover for such a peril. An all risk policy, however, has a broader scope and the burden on the insured to prove the fortuity is very light. Once he has discharged that, then the onus shifts to the insurer. However, there is no affirmative coverage of grant, or rather the affirmative grant of coverage. The coverage is derivative in nature, so at times it can become slightly complicated to establish whether a peril has operated or not, for the simple reason that there is no peril listed in the policy. So both policies have their own advantages and disadvantages. Thank you.